Hey everyone, welcome to Sarah C's Full Circle. I'm Sarah C. It is June 12th, 2022, and this week I bring the circle to you from New Jersey in my husband's hotel room. So no visual effects in the background where you can half see me, half not. I'm working on that stuff. So thank you for everybody who joined me last week for my premiere video on Full Circle Healing, Teas and Tarot, and more. You can go to my YouTube channel, Full Circle Healing, and please like, subscribe, follow, share. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. I hope you continue to watch as the weeks go on. So I have some new and exciting stuff for you this week. But to get back to why I'm in New Jersey, my husband's job takes him away a lot. So part of it is traveling. So I travel to see him as much as possible. It was about a 12-hour ride from South Carolina to New Jersey. You know, sometimes I mind it, sometimes I don't. It is what it is, you know. People driving, 30 and a 55, and people cutting me off, blocking me in between trucks, fun stuff. So all in all, it wasn't too bad. I got here on time as planned. So it's said, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and it does. I miss him a whole lot when he's not with me, and vice versa. He misses me too. I try to come out as often as I can. I mean, with the fuel prices going up, unfortunately, this might be the last time I come this way for a bit because of that. Thanks, Biden. Did I say that? No political shit here. I just really wish we would get this straightened out, because it's, ridiculous. I won't even go there. Right, I'm stopping. But we were discussing Friday night when I finally rolled into New Jersey that we've been married for 4 months, and we, as of today, have spent 18 whole days together in 4 months that we've been married. And to do his job, it is what it is. I love my man, he's amazing, and we do things for each other. I send him cards, and buy myself a bouquet of flowers when I'm feeling down, and that's him, or not even down, but like, I need some sunshine in my heart, or, I need to put some brightness in my home, my flowers, whatever. I just love my flowers. And it'll be like, oh, thank you, honey. I picked out some beautiful flowers, and it's just a thing. Or he'll mail me something via Amazon and totally surprise me. So, it's always great. We have a solid foundation. We have a solid relationship. We have eternal love. And that's what makes it less difficult. We speak every day on the phone. He calls me every day on his way home from work. I might text him and speak to him several times during the day. Sometimes not at all until he's on his way home from work. But like I said, solid foundation, eternal love. We have a good understanding. And it's not like I didn't know what I was getting into. I can be an ornery bitch sometimes. So sometimes the space is good too, Anyway, I have a lot of new things this week. I hope you enjoy. So with that, let's move on to the show. Put up a whiteboard, and I figured that I was going to be a little better than I was last week. All right. My amazing husband. Look how handsome he is. I love this guy. Can you see that? Look at this guy. It's my handsome baby. That was Friday night when I rolled in. It was after 12 long hours of driving. But let's go up here. All right. So for this week's show, obviously coming from New Jersey, I got some pics from the Virginia mountains. Yes, I'm such a daredevil. Traffic was kind of slow, and I was I was going through some mountains and I got a couple of pictures, so I thought I'd share them with you guys. Clairs. Do y'all know what a Clair is? It's a name, yes, but it's also something else. What is a Clair? What types of Clairs are there? Okay. I will have links in the description box below to read more on Rebecca Rosen's articles and her website. She has a great website, guys. Check her out. There's so much information. Find out if you're a Clair. Do you wonder why you know things? Do you wonder why you smell things at certain times, or, you know, you get visions in your head, or other things will touch upon? Do you speak to the dead? Are you a medium like me? There's all kinds of things. It's so cool. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about cannabis. Ooh, it's a taboo subject. Cannabis and the legal states, what's legal, what's not, what's medically legal, what's recreational. So I'll show you all the states that are and are not. The Cannabis Business Times, I got a link for that in the description box. Also, there's an article on the state of Colorado and more, dealing with the Delta 8s and 10s. There's a big dispute on this, and I was just talking to somebody a few months ago on this because I like the Deltas. It's derived from CBD, and there's some controversy on this, and I says, watch the states, watch, it's just going to start regulating that stuff too. So there's a big to-do on that. Colorado's trying to regulate it, and so are a bunch of other states in the US, which I think is bullshit. You know, I swear to God, it's like, God and goddesses, and anyway, everybody's always trying to regulate anything that they can. Freaking socialism. What's next? Feeling your chakras, from the Chakra Healing book. Brought it with me to read, so we're gonna do that. I got some new oracle cards I'm dying to share with you guys. We will do a weekly collective reading with the oracle cards. Yeah. And I'll do a weekly entry out of the Real Witches Year. So with that, let's get this going. What's next? Okay, let's talk about this. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. How many of you are intuitive? Okay. What's a Clair? Well, oopsie. The English language prefix Clair, from the French clair, meaning clear, when coupled with a root associated with conventionally recognized sense ability, generally implies some extraordinary or supersensory extension or doubling of such abilities in a mode which exceeds limits to the availability of sense data inherent in conventional understandings. Okay, so if you're a Clair, you may be an empath. You may have visions, you may hear things, you may be able to contact with spirits, angels, and whatnot. So there's hearing, there's feeling, there's vision, there's taste, smell, claircognizance. Let's see. So, all right. Clairvoyance. I'm sure all of you have heard of this meaning, okay? It's clear seeing, okay? This is when vision past, present, and future flashes through your mind's eye or third eye, okay? We talked about chakras last week, your third eye. Much like a daydream, many of us are highly visual and able to understand an idea best when we see it written or sketched out as an image on a computer screen or on a canvas. Visual people often choose to be artists, builders, photographers, decorators, designers, and so forth. If this sounds familiar, your clairvoyance is most likely a dominant sense. Mine is. Clear audience means clear hearing, okay? This is when we hear words, sounds, music, or music in our own mind's voice. Okay, if that makes any sense. On rare occasions, spirit may be able to create audible sound. Though this takes a tremendous amount of focused energy, some of us best retain and comprehend information if we hear it spoken aloud. Our natural talents tend to lie in our auditory faculties, often making us gifted musicians, singers, writers, and public speakers. If this feels right to you, clairaudience may be a leading sense for you. I also have that. Clairsenses, I don't know if I'm even saying that right, means clear feeling. This entails feeling a person's or spirit's emotions or feelings another's physical pain. Empathy, empathetic. It's crazy. Many of us are clairentient without consciously being aware of it. When we get a strong gut feeling, positive or negative, about someone we just met, or when we get the chills for no apparent reason, we may be tuning in to the emotional energy of a person or a spirit around us. When we are highly sensitive, we are in tune with not only our own feelings, but also the feelings of others. This makes us natural healers and caregivers. We often feel inspired to pursue careers as doctors, therapists, counselors, nannies, or teachers. If this is you, clairentience is at the top of your senses list. I also do that. Clairalliance means clear smelling. Do you have a nose that knows? This is being able to smell odors that don't have any kind of physical source. Instances of this could include smelling the perfume or the cigarette smoke of a deceased relative, used as a sign their presence is around us. When our sense of smell is strong and distinct, we may find that certain smells connect us to the past memories, or we may be drawn to working as a florist, wine taster, or perfume fragrance creator. I have had many experiences with smells. Okay. I have smelled colognes, I have smelled foods, all kinds of different things that were associated with family members of mine that have passed away. Clear gustings means clear tasting. This is the ability to taste something that isn't actually there. I have done that, and that's crazy. This experience oftentimes comes from out of the blue when a deceased loved one is attempting to communicate a memory or an association we have with a particular food or beverage that reminds us of them. If we have a heightened sense of taste, this would make us natural chefs, bakers, or food critics. I work with a lot of herbs, teas, tinctures, organic stuff like that. I wouldn't call myself a chef, but flavor is a big thing. And I have in the past eaten things and it not taste like it's, I'll use the carrot example. I've had a carrot and it tastes like a brownie because somebody's trying to get through like grandma, like reminding me of brownies. And then I got to go make a batch of brownies because, you know, it's a memory. It's somebody trying to reach out to me and tell me, hey, you know, remember the brownies you used to make with grandma? Well, there you go. Go make some brownies. That kind of thing. Clear cognizance means clear knowing. Okay, this is when we have knowledge of people or events that we would not normally have knowledge about. Spirit impresses us with the truths that simply pop into our minds from out of nowhere. An example of this would be a premonition, a forewarning of something that will happen in the future, and so forth. Get those all the time, almost like a deja vu. Sometimes it's crazy, but I do. I get visions all the time, and sometimes I'm like, I blow them off, but you know. Clear cognizance requires tremendous faith because there's often no practical explanation for why we suddenly know something. Many philosophers, professors, doctors, scientists, religious and spiritual leaders, and powerful sales and business leaders tend to be highly intuitive and seem to just know the facts with a sense of certainty. If this is you, consider claircognizance as one of your dominant senses. What if you're all of these? Developing your clear senses. So I actually grabbed all these articles by Rebecca Rosen off the Oprah.com site. I know, crazy, right? And it's got all the articles regarding what Rebecca Rosen wrote. If you would like to check out Rebecca Rosen's website, I have that link too. All the links will be in the description box below my video on my YouTube channel. Okay. Now we're going to go on to what is a medium. I am a psychic medium. I have had presence of all the clairs since I was a little girl. Also had developed mediumship since I was a little girl, and it's grown stronger ever since then. 48 years old, I have, over the last few years, been able to turn it on and off, being so sensitive to everything and being able to detect negative energy, any energy, being able to see spirits, which I can't stand, just still bugs me out till today. I mean, I can feel them, I can hear them, smell them, whatever, you know, I'm kind of all right with that. I don't like to see them, it bugs me out. It is what it is, especially the scary ones. I don't like the scary ones, but it's who I am. So when it comes to a point where outside energies are kind of taking over and I'm having anxiety and I'm having trouble dealing with my everyday to day duties in life, you know, or trying to work on myself spiritually. I don't know, I think I mentioned it in the last show that I was physically sick, trying to set up my office for like a month. Okay, my office consists of, you know, my card table, my desk, you know, I have a mini library in there, a sewing table for my craft and sewing sections and the things that I'm doing. Also my altar. Okay. I was physically sick, excuse me. Good Lord. Have a sip, brought to you by Duncan. I get a damn tickle in my throat. But I was nauseous and overheated. I felt like I was going to pass out. But I pushed through it. Pardon me. But Lord, I pushed through it because I needed to get it done. I still have half of it still needs to be done. So, but it's a reflection of how strongly that these spirits and energies, whether they be negative or not, usually when they're negative is why I feel that way, how they can interrupt life physically and mentally. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You guys can look this up on the link right here. What is a medium? Rebecca Rosen. And I'll have that link in the description box below. All right. Whether one refers to himself or herself as a psychic medium, spiritual medium, intuitive medium, or any other similar title, it's essentially the same thing. The emphasis being on talking to the spirits in the afterlife. While I refer to myself, and this is Rebecca speaking, as a psychic medium, there's a big difference between a psychic and a medium. A psychic isn't necessarily a medium, but a medium is a psychic, okay? This is an important distinction and a good place to start, because I met clients all the time who would misunderstand the difference and confuse the two, okay? So if you want to read up more about that, please go to the link. It's a really great article. Again, I'm not going to read everything because I don't want to waste all my time reading to you guys. But this is pretty cool. There's so much information. Okay, let's go on. What did we have next? Ah, yes, cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis, cannabis. Why is it going to 67? I just want to bring it down a little bit. Anyway, let's talk cannabis and hemp. Okay, kind of a taboo subject. Yeah. It is grown from the earth. Yes, does it have psychedelics? I have never heard of anybody committing murder on cannabis. Okay, the worst thing you can do, overeat, sleep too much. Cannabis, marijuana, pot, weed, ganja, 420, flower, bud, you name it, herbage. There's so many different prefixes you can use for it. Cannabis has done so much for me in my life. As you know, I have arthritis in my back and my hips, and I have fibromyalgia. I should have this at my age, but because I worked like a dude my whole life, I do. It has worked wonders for IBS that I have. It's worked wonders for my anxiety. Mixed with CBD is even better. There's certain strains, whether you get a sativa, which gets you up and going, but the sativa doesn't work well for me because it gives me more anxiety, okay? Hybrid is a combination of a sativa and an indica, okay? An indica is just a smooth, mellow low, calms you right down, you know? Might make your couch stuck if it's really good. Like you just sit there and you're like, can't really do much right now. But if you have severe anxiety problems, severe pain, that's perfect. Now, if you're like me, who has businesses to run and things to take care of, I can't afford to be couch stuck. So hybrid's a nice medium level that eases my pain along with the CBD and helps me throughout my day. So I'm not couch stuff. So there's that. There's so many states where it's still not legal. I live in one of them and it sucks. You know, those are the socialites that, and I say socialites because it's like socialism for all the people that want to control everybody. Let's control everybody. Let's decide what's right for people. Again, I'm not trying to get into politics, but it fucking sucks, man. For real, you know? So the red is where it's totally illegal. Idaho, Nebraska, Kansas. Sorry, guys, that's not happening. Severely limited access, Wyoming, Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Texas. Okay. CBD is allowed in these states, whereas nothing is allowed in these 3 states right here. Not a damn thing. Okay. Medically, full medical legal. Okay. No recreational. So you need a medical card in order to purchase cannabis in all these states, marked in blue. Okay. Green, anybody. Okay. If you're over the age of 21 or you're 21 and older, all these green states here, folks, you can legally purchase for recreational, and if you have a medical card, you can get the stronger strains medically for your needs, whether you have migraines, seizures, and so forth. I have been told that in the yellow states, it is possible to get a medical marijuana for things like cancer, epilepsy, and certain things like that, Parkinson's, but I think it has to be like something super severe in through a doctor's written something or another. It's real. You have to look it up. Don't quote me on that. So you can check that out. Let's see. On the Cannabis Times, this is their website, okay? They have every ounce of news updates for every state in the US. Legislation and regulations on what's going on, who is legalizing, who is got bills on the table, what's going on as far as that's concerned, programs, dispensaries, restrictions, industry headlines, all this kind of stuff going up in every single state. So if you want to find out what's going on in your state, new news and up-to-date stuff, log on to, well, not log on, but just head on over to cannabisbussiness.com and check them out. Great page. I really enjoyed looking at what they had over there. Plus, you can check out this map a little more in detail. Okay. Next. Okay. These are my Delta 8 pens. Okay, what is Delta 8, you ask? Okay, well, Delta 8 is a chemical found in the cannabis plant in very small amounts because it occurs naturally in such small amounts. The Delta 8 THC you find in commercial products is usually synthetically made from CBD or Delta 9 THC. Okay. Is Delta 8 the same as THC? Delta 8 and Delta 9 THC have similar molecule structures, but they are not exactly the same because Delta 8 has a different structure. It may produce milder effects than Delta 9 THC. Well, I'll tell you what, I have gotten several different kinds from the Sledgehammer brand to the Cake brand. For me, I don't get a high off of this. It does calm my anxiety a bit, and it does help me with my pain. I do find certain strains of cannabis helps a lot better. But now that this is totally legal, you can get it anywhere, any gas station, you know, they got 8s and 10s. I find that 8 works better. As far as my anxiety level goes, it's a good substitute for the real thing. Okay. But if you're looking to get high, like, this isn't it, folks. This is more for calming your anxiety, for pain. You can even, they even suggest that you smoke this before you smoke marijuana. So, of course, Colorado, right here, trying to regulate hemp-derived products like Delta 8, and many other states are following suit as we speak. Yahoo. Oh, the Virginia mountains. How beautiful are they? These are just gorgeous. Yes, that's the fun one. All right, and that. Oh, I showed you my amazing husband. Yes, I did. And I have 4 new decks of cards. So we're going to do that too. So I'm going to close out this whiteboard. And I'm going to read to you out of witches here. 12. Hold, HOLED, stones. I have several of these on my altar, which I think is pretty cool. I found them at the beach. Hold stones, okay, for June 12th. Nope, that's one right here. Okay. Stones with holes through them, whether naturally occurring or caused by erosion, are much prized in magical working. So I have a bunch of them. They're also known in folklore as holy flints, holy stones, and even Odin stones after the tale in the Eddas. They are a symbol of the Great Mother and the element of earth, and are used in magic for fertility, protection, and to improve health. Some such holy stones are large enough for a person to pass through and have been used as sites of worship and magic for thousands of years, like the Menentol near Lanyon in Cornwall. A woman would be passed through the hole in order to aid conception. Children were passed through them to prevent or cure diseases such as rickets, whooping coughs, epilepsy, consumption, and boils. Lovers would hold hands through the stone and make their promises of commitment. In some rites, a person would be passed through as a part of the process of rebirth. Smaller gold stones were used to protect against negative influences and witches. Hey now, I'm a witch. And I use them. That means nothing. Anyway, on a trip to California, we stayed in a hotel which boasted hold stones in every chamber to guard against witches. They were also placed on stables and barns to protect horses and livestock. Some fishermen still carry them to prevent drowning, and many people wear them to cure disease. Oh, that was my timer. Such a stone, if discovered by chance or given as a gift, is said to bring great luck. It is also said that if you take a whole stone to a wild place on a moonlit night and look through it, you will be able to see spirits and vision. And it's never too late to learn a new skill. So if you're looking to learn a new skill, try chakras. Try reading oracles. How are you all doing on your wands? I'm going to be away for a couple of weeks, so I'll be like trying to put mine together very quick. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can get them done in time. I'm looking at my time here. Okay. We're going to talk about feeling your chakras from the chakra book, okay? To get in touch with your energy, hold your hands 1 inch apart, palms facing each other, and get familiar with the warmth and energy exchange between your hands. Our hands contain minor chakras. Separate your hands slightly, stretching out the energy between your palms. Then bring them closer together again, condensing your energy. Repeat a few times, playing with your energy between the palms of your hands. Don't worry if you don't seem to feel anything first. Relax, clear your mind, and continue the practice, remaining open and in tune with yourself. You ready? Now see, I can feel the warmth and I can feel the energy. It's amazing. I get the tingling in my hands. Often when I go to metaphysical stores to pick up stones, I will go over the stones like this until I start feeling the tingling, and that kind of lets me know which stone I'm supposed to get. You know, what what do I need for protection today? What stone is calling out to me today? You know, and then I'll actually dig my hand in that little space wherever the stone is, and I'll actually start to get a lot of tingling from one particular stone. That's when I grab. So you have a lot of energy in your body. Okay. So as you become more familiar with your energy, you will not only be able to notice the warmth of your hands, which will increase, even when your hands are further apart, but also slight energy charge between them. With time and patience, you will be able to feel this charge more strongly, even when you separate your hands further apart. You can feel your major chakras too. For instance, feel your heart chakra. So take your 2 hands and put them in the center of your chest and your heart, and feel your heartbeat. Feel your heart chakra. Place both hands at the center of your chest. Take slow, steady breaths through your nose. Feel the warmth and inner glow underneath your hands. You are not only feeling your heartbeat or the coursing of your blood, but also the sensation of your heart chakra expanding. Try along with me. It's something else, huh? Do you feel it? So congratulations. You now are in touch with your heart chakra. Well, if you don't feel anything yet, don't worry. With practice and some time, your sensitivity surely will increase. That's just one out of the book of chakra healing. So it's a wonderful book. It was only $10 on Amazon. I put the link in the description box of my last video. And I will put it in the description box again, just in case you missed it, okay? So I'll do a little something out of this every year, because I just looked at the real witches year. I'm gonna try and do something out of this chakra book every week on the show for you, so we can learn and do it together. I hope everybody has had a good week. I know I have. It's been busy, got a lot going on. I think I'm going to travel up to New England for a little bit, see my son and a friend that was in the hospital and help her out while she's healing. Then I'm going to come back down and see my baby. I might do some interviews while I'm up in New England. There's a couple of places from home that I used to frequent a lot. A metaphysical store that I used to go to and chat a lot with the owner in my 20s. So I'm going to see if they're still open. And so let's see. Let me go here. All right, hopefully I'm not missing anything. Like I said, I got some great cards. So anxious to share these with you. These are my Alice the Wonderland. So it's just going to be eclectic, folks. Three cards. And there we go. Okay. Alrighty, that's that one. All right. First card, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, repetition. Falling, The unknown, descent, momentum, change. Work your light or cards. These are the new ones I just got. Just opened them. Star Mother. How do you mother yourself? Trust the niggle. What the heck's a niggle? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Well, I would have to say the way they are holding the solar plexus, that it is a gut feeling, intuition. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. And Romance Angel Oracle cards. Okay. First card that came up is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Last but not least, these cute cards. Oh my good gracious, there's two. Sorry, it'll drop down on the floor. There's three. If they fall out, I take them. First one's Morning Star. Keep shining when others have quit. Keep shining when others have quit. Dark side. Don't hide yourself away. Outer space. Take the time to heal, grow, and expand. So let's see. No need to fear. It's always tea time. Falling. Star Mother. Trust the niggle. Council of Light. Playfulness. Codependency. Past relationships. Space. As I said before, this is a collective reading. It may not resonate with everybody. It may resonate with a lot of you. If it doesn't resonate, sorry, not for you. Some of this might, and some of it might not, you know. So it seems like, and I keep going on this darn journey thing, but you're on a journey. It seems like you're repeating yourself over and over and over and over and over again in some moments here. And you know, seems like it's taking forever. Fearing change. Yeah. It's like it's taking forever for this change to happen, you know. You're waiting on something to change and it's totally taking for it's taking an eternity. It just seems like it's going over. Endless moment. It's an endless moment. You're waiting for this to be done. You know, you're falling into the unknown of change, and it's scary. You know, got big changes coming up this week. You know, with this week, you need to mother yourself. Makes sense. Okay. You need to take care of yourself and what's in here. We got a full moon in a couple of days. I'm going to be posting about the full moon up on my Full Circle Healing Facebook page. Okay, so check that out. All right. Trust the niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? So in other words, ladies and gents, that would be your instincts. Okay. You got a lot of changes going on this week. Kind of scared, don't know what's going on. You might be under some pressure, some anxiety. You got to mother yourself, right? Take care of you. Take time out for you to care for yourself and You know, those moments are very special and very, very important. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Trust it. Council of Light, the divine orchestration helpers in the subtle realms. Don't feel like you're alone. You don't need to be afraid, okay? Because God, goddesses, the universe, angels, whoever your HP is, you know, whoever you pray to, they're there watching you. Your loved ones, okay, that are no longer with you. You have guardians, you have people watching over you. Can you see them all? I know these are iridescent cards, so it's trying to get you a good light over here, but yeah, see them all? They got you. They got you in this thing. Oh, peeps upstairs, they got you. Relationships, playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. Has your relationship been a little dull lately? Are you guys been busy, overworking? You know, the economy kind of blows right now, so maybe a lot of you are putting in extra hours because everything's so damn expensive. I get it. Yep. So take a moment, have a date night. Try and think of things that don't cost so much money, and do something fun. Go bowling for a change. Do something silly. What did you used to go and do and have fun at the beginning of your relationship? Spice it up a little bit. Codependency. Some of you have addiction issues, drinking, drugs, gambling, anything, eating. There's addictions to everything. Are you kidding me? Whatever it is, it's affecting your romance. It's affecting your life, and that may come to a head this week. So you really need to discuss with your partner, or if you don't feel like it, you need to start looking up options to fix the situation. What is best for you? Okay. Codependency sucks because you're just waiting for the other one to say, hey, let's do something more. Let's have a drink. Let's, do this drug. Let's eat this whole freaking chocolate cake. You're just waiting for the other one to say okay, because you'll be right there doing it. Codependency. Be strong together. And whatever the issue is, your addiction, do it together. You want to be codependent on each other? Get help for your addiction together. Past life relationship. Have you known each other before? Do you feel like if you just met somebody or you know somebody, but you feel like you've known this person in a past life? Chance you have. If you have, or you think you have, there's card readers and past life readers that'll tell you all about that stuff. Morning star, keep shining when the others have quit. Fuck everybody else. That's what I gotta say. Keep shining. Shine bright. Like a diamond. Is that Rihanna? Shine bright like a diamond. Or whoever sings that song. But yeah. Shine your light, girl. Boy. Shine your light. Dark side. Don't hide yourself away. Okay? Don't hide. It's not going to change anything. And I should talk because I suffer from agoraphobia sometimes when I actually literally cannot leave the house. It's difficult. But that's a part of my dark side. Don't hide yourself away. Be that shining light. Outer space. Take the time to heal, grow, and expand. If you need some healing, do it. Mother yourself. You need time to heal. Whatever you need the healing from, do it. mother yourself. It's going to be an interesting week, kids. So do the best that you can. We got a full moon coming, like I said, in a couple of days. So I'll post some more about that. Full moon in Sag, I believe. So I'll tell you a little more about that, what you can expect, you know, the goods and the bads. I want to thank you all for joining me for this week's Sarah C's Full Circle. And I will see you next week. Same place. Don't forget to please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And blessings, love, and light to you all. Next week.